A battle is brewing in Washington over part of the Hurricane Sandy relief bill that set aside some money for Connecticut.
Originally, that $10 million of the $50 billion bill was set aside to fix up a wildlife refuge in Connecticut, but now an amendment introduced by a Louisiana congressman has taken that money out of that bill.
News 8's Allie Reed visited parts of the refuge to see the damage for herself.
The Stuart B. McKinney National Wildlife Refuge, which spans 70 miles of Connecticut coastline and includes 8 islands and 4 land units, was hit hard by Superstorm Sandy.
It was severe. We had very severe damage.
We saw for ourselves the damage on one of the islands off the coast of Greenwich.
If you look up the beach, you can see how the beach was actually pushed up and over that area.
The Wildlife Refuge was hoping to get $9.8 million in federal relief aid to clean up and repair the land. But an amendment introduced by a Louisiana congressman has taken away the funding. It spurred a heated debate on the House floor last week.
For heaven's sakes, we should not be spending money restoring coastlines on islands that nobody ever goes to.
It is amazing to me that we find it necessary that in the Northeast, somehow we are being held hostage when the rest of the nation has received every dime they've asked for. It's wrong, and we should defeat this amendment.
The amendment was included in the Sandy disaster relief bill, which passed the House and now sits before the Senate. Wildlife officials say without the disaster relief funding, it will be hard for them to repair and protect the land. They say it's a loss for the wildlife and for people.
Well, we're here on a January day when the temperatures are in the low teens, and I'm dressed in a survival gear. In the summer, this island is hugely popular for Americans. Hundreds visit it each summer to view the wildlife, and that's why officials here say their main concerns are preserving the habitat for the wildlife and also making sure the island is safe for visitors to come and view that wildlife.
So, when you say, well, is it worth this or is it worth that? It's hard to say, well, what price do we put on wildlife? What price do we put on having open areas for people to come and visit safely?
In Greenwich, Allie Reed, News 8.